Hey there! Welcome to something completely new and different. This is my first ever audio commentary. I have done commentaries before with my friends, but I've never done one solo. So bear with me. This is a work in progress. I'm going to do the best job I possibly can. There will be a lot of warts. There will be a lot of moments where I might not know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to give it my best shot, and I think it's rather fitting that the first ever audio commentary that I'm doing solo is of this fucking movie. I hate this film with a passion. Um, I have not seen this movie since I saw it in the theater in IMAX when it was released in 2014. That's how long it's been since I've seen this film. I hated it then, and I know I'm gonna hate it now, but hopefully I can make it entertaining. Uh, at least, hopefully I can make the hate enjoyable, because this is without a doubt a ranting commentary. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is gonna be some professionally made, polished commentary. This is going to be me just absolutely tearing the film to shreds from beginning to end. And I'm going to try to make it as engaging as I possibly can. But there might be some moments where I might run out of energy or I might not have anything to say. And when it gets to those moments, I'm going to say this ahead of time. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just starting out. And all of that being said, I hope you enjoy this commentary. If you have a copy of this film ready to go, get it set up, whether it's a digital copy or a physical copy. And I'm going to count down to one. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to say press play. And when I say press play. And then hopefully we will have everything synced up. So, alright. Let's go. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, press play. So if you're synced up, you should be seeing the Sony logo here, which is just a updated version of the Columbia logo, where they still called it a Columbia film, but really it was just a Sony movie, really. Oh, what the fuck? I forgot about this. This is so fucking stupid. This is one of the few bad films out there, where in the first 10 seconds, it's shit. Like, the fucking logo! The MGM logo shows up, and it goes brrrr, and you're just like, what is this fucking crap? It's not funny, it's pathetic. This is where we have the Novak element, which is one of the only instances in this film where you have attempts at satire akin to the 1987 movie, but in the laziest way imaginable. And also in a way that's not even funny. This isn't funny. What is so clever about this attempt at satire? It's just a boring version of a news show you would see on CNN, which are already boring enough as it is. What a waste of Sam Jackson. Then you have all this CGI Like, this whole presentation of the show is a clusterfuck as well. I mean, you're spending most of it just looking at the back of Sam Jackson's head. He might as well just been a CGI model. Okay, there's Jackie Earle Haley. So this film apparently takes place in 2028, which isn't that far off from now. It's only 7 years away at the time of this recording. And I don't think we're even remotely close to this. So here we have the upgraded Ed 209s that aren't total jokes. Which just makes them generic robots. And we got CGI drones. Remember when drones were like the biggest new thing? And why do these fucking robots look like Cylons? Seriously, look at the fucking front of these robots' heads. They look like Cylons from that Battlestar Galactica reboot. As if they went on a fast or starved themselves to death. There's nothing incredible about that. Never again. Ha ha ha. You know that would never fucking happen. You know that we would never use robots. No. And here's the thing. They're like, never again. But then they're doing the same thing, but this time with robots. And here's the whole thing. It's taking itself so seriously here. You know, in the original film, there were moments of serious pathos. There were moments where it wasn't all fun and games. It wasn't all, I'd buy that for $1. But it had a tone that was consistent. Like, this whole bit here is totally inconsistent with a lot of other elements from the movie. Because the film, it's like it's trying to have its cake and eat it too. It's trying to be like, oh, we're like the original with our satire, with our really bad satire, but we're like the original. We'll have little gags here and there, little references to the original film, but then we're gonna try to be like a serious drama or thriller, like a serious thriller. And you have all this high-tech CGI and state-of-the-art bang bangs going on here, but there's no bang to it because you don't give a fuck about anything right now. It's boring. You got these little robots. You've got the Ed 209s who have no personality. There's shit exploding, but there's no real investment in any of it. And then you got this music too that's just painfully forgettable and generic and one note. What a massive step down from Basil Poledouris' score from the 1987 film. I mean, even the flawed score from the second movie is better than this. This is the kind of score you would hear in like any action movie, any random action film from the 2000s. You have Suicide Bomber taking out the Ed 209. It's fitting because this film is a bomb. And by releasing this, they essentially decided to commit suicide when it comes to the RoboCop franchise. Oh, let's kill the franchise again. Let's put a bullet in its fucking head. We'll bring it back to life and then kill it. Now you see how fundamentally flawed this shitty film is. Robophobic? What kind of fucking word is it? What? You can see why people are robophobic, because they're fucking robots with no souls. Controlled by soulless humans who just want profit and power. Like Michael Keaton, Raymond Sellers. And the cell means sell out. Because Michael Keaton just did this for a fucking paycheck. Just like Sam Jackson, who's in like every fucking movie known to man lately. Here's the little tiny bit of the original theme. Oh, wow! With the shittiest font or titles imaginable. And that's it. That's all you will hear. That's all you get. Like 30 seconds of Basil's iconic theme. Oh, you get a little bit more here. But you don't really hear it at all later on. I think maybe at one point during one of the Novak element scenes. Now we have Joel Kinnaman. There's bug eyes over here. What the fuck is this John Cena bullshit? Yeah, this is bullshit. See, he's right. This is bullshit. Like, even it's like the film is self-aware. It's like, this is bullshit. You're watching a bunch of bullshit. Why the hell is Joel Kinnaman sounding like Jamie Kennedy from, like, from that movie, Malibu's Most Wanted? What the hell? Supposed to take him seriously? We're gonna line some guns. Little G called Jerry. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. He plays Lewis. So what they wind up doing here is they not only gender swap Lewis, but they race swap Lewis. And for really no reason. You make the character even more generic. You make the character less unique. No offense to Michael K. Williams, but he's got nothing to do here. You just waste his talents. And what the hell is this structure of the story? Everything's just cutting back and forth. Just ADD flashback editing. I don't care how it happened. What the fuck is this accent, Kinnaman? And here's the other thing. There is absolutely zero chemistry between Murphy and Lewis in this. None whatsoever. Then you got this guy who looks like fucking Fisher Stevens, who's supposed to be your main bad guy, Valen. Might as well be valet. Because he looks like the guy who would just pick up your car at the fucking restaurant, not a fucking major threat. These action sequences have no energy. They're just firing shots aimlessly. It's just loud and annoying. I read something that José Padilha, he hated working on this film because it was a miserable experience, because he was never allowed full creative control, and the studio was always hovering over him and making sure that it was PG-13 because he wanted it to be R. I don't know if I buy that. I buy that he was upset with the studio messing with him, but I don't buy that he wanted to be a hard R from the very beginning. Oh, it's fitting that he's hiding behind a garbage can. He's hiding behind a fucking dumpster. That's perfect. Because this film is trash. And Joel Kinnaman is garbage in this film. A garbage lead and a garbage RoboCop. Just put this movie in that dumpster. Light it on fire. Lewis gets shot, and I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. Where if Nancy Allen's character and Lewis got shot in the first film, like when she was injured at the end of the first movie, the original, the 1987 film, you would feel so much. And then you got this new, like, replacement for Robert Doquy, and she's got no charisma. Massive step down. Machines feel no fatigue? Well, I certainly can. I'm already fatigued. And I'm what, like 20 minutes in? If even that? Yeah. Exciting press conference action. It's exactly what the RoboCop franchise was missing. Press conferences. Here we have another problem with the film. That Detroit looks like a sparkling example of consistency and profit, and it doesn't look run down at all. It doesn't look like you even need robot enforcement. You don't need any help to enforce the law. It's not this movie. I definitely don't love this film, and I definitely can't rally behind it. Americans didn't want this remake either. I'm sorry. I don't buy the bullshit articles saying it's underrated. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Oh, it is. And then some. And here we have Gary Oldman being wasted as just Mr. Exposition, Dr. Exposition, really. Dr. Dennett Exposition, PhD. Here's a moment where it seems like they're trying to say something, they're trying to provide something new with this guy who has robot hands and the issues that he faces psychologically with how alien they are to him. But they really don't do a lot with it. It's a very surface level kind of thing. The film's narrative and themes are about as deep as a fucking puddle. I don't understand that either. That your emotions would affect how the system allows your machine arms or hands to work. Like how does that even work? See, here's another thing that this film really doesn't get right. It's the editing. There are moments where it's either too ADHD, too choppy, but there's moments where it just has no flow. It just goes through the motions. Where in the 1987 film, and I'm going to keep referencing it because this is a remake of the 1987 film. And I'm sorry, I'm going to bring it up because there's a lot of elements in this that are just straight up copied from that movie. So yeah, there's a lot of the edits that just go through the motions. They're just lackadaisically just there. Just not really having a lot of impact or movement behind them, at least not a unique way. The editing and the way that scenes flowed from one scene to the next in RoboCop, the 1987 film, was just amazing and so unique. This is just the opposite of that. It's just ordinary, bland. It doesn't help either that nothing has fucking happened. How far are we into this movie? We've had the bumbling, stumbling intro with Sam Jackson flapping his lips and going, ma, ma, ma. We have the boring bullshit in the Middle East with CGI robots and suicide bombers. You've got a really forgettable, shitty shootout with Murphy and Lewis. A guy with robot hands playing guitar. Boring press conferences. And now we have more boring scenes with people just talking. I like Jay Baruchel, but I don't know what he's doing here with his performance. It's like he's deliberately trying to be funny or something. Like he's trying too hard. And it just comes across as relatively cringe-inducing. Well, that's funny. We're not selling a soft drink, are we? And there was a whole marketing campaign for theaters that featured soft drinks with a RoboCop head on top of the cup and RoboCop-themed popcorn buckets. You are selling a soft drink. And you're also selling a soft movie. A limp dick of a fucking action film. Here's this scintillating, really just great moments of family time with the Murphys. Kinnaman, once again, no chemistry with anyone. No chemistry with Abbie Cornish. No chemistry with the kid that plays his son. Kinnaman might be a decent actor, but you can tell his heart isn't in this film. And you can tell the director can't get the best performance out of him because he's so out of it, because he doesn't like all these studio heads looking over his shoulder. And on top of that, the writing is just woefully bad. So what is there? There's not much for him to do. There's a reason why you didn't see a lot of the family drama in the 1987 film, because it would have just made it less interesting. By showing only a little bit of it, it makes it mysterious. When you do this, it makes it looks like you're just watching a soap opera or some shit. Or your generic run-of-the-mill drama. And like, wow, here's a supposedly sexy scene between the two, and I don't feel anything. Like nothing is rising. It's fitting. This film can't even provide a steamy sex scene. It can't even provide excitement in that fashion. Oh, now we're gonna get to his death, where he doesn't really actually die here. He gets severely wounded. Look at this laughable shit. That's how he gets damaged enough to the point where he ultimately is chosen to become RoboCop. A boring car bomb has all the impact of a wet fart. So he's not even dead. He's just disabled. Yeah, okay, Dr. Exposition. Or Dr. Dennett Details. Here's all the details. I'm going to say all these big words and medical jargon and techno babble, and it'll actually be remotely interesting just because it's there. That's what it seems like. Oh, we have all this dialogue. We have all these talking points. We have all this shit. Just because it's there, it's going to be captivating. It's going to be compelling. It's going to keep your interest. No. What kind of life will he have? He didn't seem like he had much of a life to begin with. He was acting like a robot before he even got blown up by that car bomb. Fly me to the moon. Another instance of why this film fails. The music choices. I do not understand these music choices. Fly Me to the Moon. Frank Sinatra. Is it because he's supposed to be a New Yorker? But aren't they in Detroit? See, And he's dreaming a old video of Sinatra singing the song. Why the hell would he be dreaming that? That's just a little thing. It's a tiny thing. This transition might be worthwhile or worth a shit if I like this character, if I like this Alex Murphy, if I thought the performance was good, or if I was invested in this story in any capacity, but I'm not. So for me, it's just like this acting. This acting is atrocious. Standing around confused, looking around with this dumb look on his face. This look on his face that he pretty much has throughout the movie. He's got this bug-eyed look on his face where he's always acting like he shit his pants. Or he pissed himself and he's embarrassed or some shit. You can tell that they probably wanted to have Morton, but they decided against it, so they just decided to come up with a last name that rhymes. So to Morton, he's Dr. Norton. See, he's not the same character. Yeah, it's not the same character. It's a much worse character. Because he has no personality. Why the fuck does he have a human hand? I said full body prosthesis. Lose the arm. There's no reason for this hand. And look at this fucking acting. It's just comical. He's looking at his hands like they're covered in feces. Seriously, what the fuck is up with the hand? That is going to be a target. The criminals are just going to shoot his fucking hand and blow it off, leaving RoboCop with only one hand in combat. Why does he have a human hand? Oh, so he could hold his kid or his wife's hand with a human hand. So what the fuck purpose does it serve? And visually it looks stupid. Like even the robot sound effects suck. You know, in the other RoboCop movies, there was a certain weight, there's certain power to when he moves. Here it's just nothing. It's weak. Let him run, yeah. Can I run? Can I just run out of the room and not have to watch this movie anymore? Exciting. RoboCop running away. Action. This is your action. He's fucking running away. What the fuck is that? Your best Christian Bale Batman impression? That's another problem with this performance is RoboCop. The epitome of just trying too hard to either be a badass or what? I don't know what this bullshit is. Have expected him to say, "Where is he? Where's the detonator?" Yeah, please stop sucking, movie. Like, even the redesign here, it's just ugly. He's too skinny. Oh, but he runs. And he looks like a fucking idiot. Look how stupid this shit is. It's robot Iron Man, Robo Iron Batman bullshit. Oh, look, he's in China. The political commentary. What political commentary? Oh, that he just was built in China? That's all the commentary is? Fitting. He falls on his ass in a puddle of what might as well be piss and shit. It's so good. It's so underrated. It's the best RoboCop yet. It's the RoboCop we deserve. That we need for the 2000s. No, it's not. Whatever happened to like a fast-paced, badass action movie in the vein of Dredd with Carl Urban, who I wish played RoboCop in a RoboCop movie? He showed he could do it in Dredd. Here we get this scene that people love to praise. This is probably one of those scenes where Joel Kinnaman got that idea of, holy Christ. Oh my god. Holy Christ. Who the fuck says that in that scenario? Holy Christ. Might as well said holy crud, jeepers. Oh darn. What the fuck is the hand? Oh, the stupid hand. I mean, you just look at this. It's supposed to be a really emotionally gripping scene of showing what's left of him. I just get this fucking hand just there. Sticks out like a literal sore thumb. Fucking hell. This whole bit here of, oh, he emotionally can't handle it. It was done better in RoboCop 2 with that one, with those failed prototypes. That's all you needed. You didn't need these long, boring scenes of dialogue. There's more dialogue in this movie so far than there is action. There's more scenes of people talking in your RoboCop remake. He hasn't even fired off a single fucking shot from his gun yet. He's done nothing cool. He's done nothing badass. He just ran away and fell down in a rice field. And now you're showing him just lungs, a head, brain, and a fucking hand. Stupid hand. A hand might as well be showing the middle finger. Might as well be flipping me off at this point. And now he has the new suit. Now it's all black. Or it's just the way that the lighting is. It looks like his suit is all black now. Because isn't our whole scene was like, oh no, make it black. Make it tactical. Must be the lighting. Okay, it's the lighting. I know it's a little thing, but there's a lot of little things that I'm going to talk about in this in order to actually have something to say Stop looking at me with those bug eyes, man. Jeez. I know a lot of people are talking about how having these moments where his family knows who he is makes it so much more different and more unique, but in actuality, at least for me personally, it just makes it less unique. It just makes it more bland, more like any of the other attempts at drama that involve somebody who is transformed into something or is brought back to life. In the 1987 film RoboCop, it works so much better that you don't see these moments because he's dead. That part of him is dead. You can't resurrect that part of him anymore because he's more machine than he is man. That makes it more compelling. It makes it genuinely tragic. Here it's like, yeah, you're not human anymore, but you wouldn't be able to walk and you'd be a cripple. So now you can be a super cop. You can be a superhero. Like, where's the depression here? Where's the issue? You were going to be a cripple in a wheelchair and not be able to do much anyway and have really that much of a life, sadly. In terms of, and when it comes to a lot of things, I'm not saying that people who are crippled don't have lives. I'm just saying that when you're severely that crippled, that you have a lot more limitations. There's a lot less things that you can do. Now you can do anything. Just such a waste of Jackie Haley. And wow, Jackie Haley's in another awful remake from the 2000s. What is up with this guy and being in some of the worst remakes of this decade? A Nightmare on Elm Street and now RoboCop. Ends up in the recycling bin. Yeah, like this movie. Or the $5 bin at Walmart. When this film came out, I said this on camera. I said this is going to wind up collecting dust in the $5 bin at Walmart in no time. And I was right. Only a matter of months it was in the bin. And I still see this everywhere. I see this at Goodwill. I see this at Big Lots. In fact, I went to Big Lots and there were like what seemed like 20 or 30 copies of this fucking movie. And nobody was buying them. Even when they were discounted. The DVDs were discounted from like $5 to like $1.88. Nobody was fucking buying them. People would not even buy this remake for $1.88. Oh no. No. Oh my god. No. Here's the moment where you see RoboCop in action, finally. Where he's not running away. Where he's not moping. And you ruin it with a stupid music choice. Now you've got Wizard of Oz music. If I only had R. Because you get it, he's the Tin Man. It's so bad it makes me want to fucking cry. This is just... as a fan of RoboCop, this is so frustrating. And it doesn't help either that the way it's edited with these split screens and everything, like, there's no real sense of adrenaline. It's like, who cares? He's shooting robots from Battlestar Galactica, and he's not actually even doing it. It's just in his head. So I wouldn't buy that for $1. Ha 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 ha! Get it? Ha ha! First movie. Remember that line? Yeah, great. Just make people want to watch the first movie, the 1987 film. Sorry, I keep calling it the first film, but to me, it's the first and only film with the title RoboCop. So that's why I keep calling it that. Like, even that scene of him searching up the people that killed him in this, infinitely worse than the original. It's just boring. Like, so many fucking things in this movie. It's just boring. Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, in the future, we're all going to be using Bing. We're not going to be using Google. We're going to be using Bing. Sure. I don't even know of anyone that uses Bing as a search engine. Hey, to anyone listening, do you use Bing as a search engine? No, people use Google. Use fucking Bing. It's more talking. Just show the scenes. I don't need you providing me explanations of obvious shit. Compassion, something that this film lacks. On pretty much all levels. I don't know how to sell okay. Yeah, because even at this film's best, which I don't even think it has a best, but even at its best, it's just okay. And here's everyone with Keaton. I love Keaton. Michael Keaton's one of my favorite actors. This performance here is bad. He's just being over the top here. He needed to be more restrained in this scene. Instead, he's like acting like he's fucking Beetlejuice, and it just feels so out of place. Great, I get to see him lick his fucking lips. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And then this gross scene where he just to do surgery on his brain. Oh, remember? Oh yeah, Joel Kinnaman. Talk about him. I was going to mention this earlier, but it kind of left my mind. But there's an interview and he was talking about how this film is PG-13, but The Dark Knight, I thought it was R. That's actually something that he said on camera. I thought The Dark Knight was rated R. Fucking dumbass. I have to admit, though, there are some scenes in this for a PG-13 rating like this that really do push the envelope. I'm surprised this was even left in. That one little scene there, because it's pretty gory. But I guess because there isn't any blood spraying, then it's still PG-13. Stop with that stupid voice, Jay. This fucking stupid scene. They basically just attempted... They showcase the original design, and they do this really shady, shitty way of paying homage while also giving it the middle finger and telling it to go fuck itself. It's like it's a condescending thing. Like, it's like, oh, this put the fear of God in the prisoners, but we're not going to go with that design because we think it sucks and it's dated. So we're going to go with the design where we just paint him all black. So now he looks like fucking Batman. That's what we're going to do. I mean, even OCP isn't. They're not OCP in this film, by the way. It's Omnicorp. But the OCP in the film is also nowhere near as fun. So that's the other thing. Like OCP in the 1987 film and the sequels, they were like this over the top corporation that was doing all this crazy shit. It's not really the case with OCP here. And we get to this stupid scene. And once again, cannot stop making mistakes when it comes to choices of music. You have the fucking Wizard of Oz music, which is stupid and silly. And now, just wait. Just wait. Now, you are going to get something that's just going to make you laugh till your sides hurt. And it's not intended to be funny. So that's the problem. This isn't supposed to be funny. This is supposed to be badass and cool. And now we're going to get this. Fucking yodeling. Just an absolutely awful song choice. It's just mind-boggling. It's bad enough you do Wizard of Oz. Now you do this? Like the guitar bit, it's not too bad right now. Well, just wait. And look at this. Just listen to this. This is fucking derpy as fuck. It's not badass. It doesn't help either that, once again, this direction is so lame. There's no energy to any of these scenes. He's just shooting guns, running around aimlessly. Like he's got a stick of dynamite up his ass that's about ready to explode. And also, there's no stakes. These are just robots. He's just shooting these robots. And then you got more of the dialogue, which was already at this point just annoying. You're just like, shut the fuck up and just show these scenes. Passenger along for the ride, like me. I'm just a passenger along for this shitty fucking ride, watching this boring, shitty movie. Just along for the ride, tied up while a RoboCop is just being rammed up my asshole. I'm just telling you, folks, it hurts. Crap is right. This just... Are you entertained? Just like this script thinks that it's a film that has something to say. But it doesn't. Little asshole on the side? Really? Exoskeleton with a little asshole on the side. Jesus. Great dialogue. Oh, I just this has nothing to do with Abbie Cornish here, but this just popped in my head. Joel Kinnaman as RoboCop. He reminds me of Daniel Tosh. You know, Tosh.0, stuff like that. God, I can't get that out of my head now. Daniel Tosh as RoboCop. It's fucking laughable now. Tosh.0 cop. We're gonna get this scene with the kid. See, this is alright. Part of me wants to give the film credit for trying to do something different, for trying to separate itself from the iconic original by having moments like this. But they don't do anything with them. They just throw it out there and do the most half-assed, lame attempts at drama. They don't really do anything that makes it dynamic. It doesn't help either that this is just ridiculous. This does not work. The original writers who had a hand in this, sadly, and actually were at the premiere defending this movie, which, you know, to each their own, but the original screenwriters, they, and Paul Verhoeven, knew that this is silly. This is something you can't take seriously. This looks like something out of a porn parody that would be called RoboCop. This is supposed to be an emotionally strong sequence, and it's not. You can't take it seriously. He's dressed up in this rubber suit. He's got this derpy look on his face. These fucking bug eyes. There's this sentimental music in the background. It's laughable. This is supposed to be a really powerful scene, and it doesn't work. It also feels very forced, too. Maybe it might have worked if the writing was better. Kinnaman actually was the right guy for the role. But no, it's not the case here. Mumbling through his lines, sounding like he's got a lobotomy at all times, even when he was more human than machine. The kid's not very good either, so that doesn't help. You did? This is supposed to be a strong scene, and I feel nothing. Because it's just so badly presented and badly done. That's why, honestly, that's why I liked the fact that in RoboCop 2, you didn't have scenes with RoboCop spending time with his kid. It made more sense that that part of him was gone, and he had to tell his wife that they made this to honor him and that he was dead. Because then you wouldn't have these sappy soap opera scenes where you have RoboCop talking to his kids saying, "Daddy needs some special handling." Oh, man. So here's another thing. This whole thing with Valen. That's what I was going to talk about. Now we get to the point where he's going to try to take down the guy who blew him up. And I know you're the right color now? What the fuck kind of line is that? I still can't wrap my head that when I heard that line originally, I was like, "What? Oh, you're black now, so you're the right color. So he was white before, and he wasn't the right color? Is that what you're trying to say? That's just fucking racist. So we're gonna try to go after Valen. We might as well be Valium. Put your ass to sleep. Because he doesn't really have much of a presence at all. He's about as boring as the rest of the movie is. You go from Clarence Boddicker, who was one of the best villains ever, as well as Dick Jones, another really great villain, to this shit. You got Valen. Hit me? What is this, Johnny Mnemonic? I'd rather be watching Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, hit me is right. This movie feels like somebody's just hitting me, just bludgeoning me repeatedly in the fucking face with a RoboCop. I don't like this setup with all the fucking video footage, video screens, the CGI. It's just distracting. It's irritating. Oh my god, he's triggered. He's robo-triggered. That's me. I'm robo-triggered. Yeah, I'm triggered right now. He's having a seizure. More scintillating dialogue about nothing. This film's just full of robo-padding. Great. That scene was shit. Now we gotta see another sheen of it. I see. I can't even fucking talk now. Sheen. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of other actors that are better than Joel Kinnaman in my subconscious, like Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen. They gotta drug him. Flattening him out? He's already been... See, this is supposed to be a scene that's like, oh, look at the change in his demeanor. There's no difference! There's no difference between him having high dopamine levels and low dopamine levels. Because Joe Kinnaman was awful in this. The Cure? Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Cobra? I don't think so. Cobra would kick this Robo Dildo's fucking ass. He'd fuck him up with a matchstick. Piss on him and then light his ass on fire. I don't like this design either with this helmet off. It makes him look like a fucking Q-tip. Or an actual dildo. Great. Non-threat. It's like a zombie. He can't even shoot people. He just fucking tases them. Yeah, great. Let's cut RoboCop's balls off. Let's bring him back from the dead only to castrate him again, all over again. Because RoboCop 3 wasn't bad enough with its PG-13 pussified rating. Now we have this one. The criminal shows up and he just gets dazed. Why do we keep going to this? Because it's not... I don't understand. It's not even funny. If you're gonna do this, then make it funny. Like Nukem, or some of the other satires, some of the other satirical elements. You notice that he didn't say the future of law enforcement. Yeah, here's a little bit of the Basil Poradores theme again. Like I was saying earlier. Yeah, men weren't up to the task. The writers of this film, these men were not up to the task of doing this franchise and this character justice. Big fat stinking shit. Not hit. Big fat stinking shit. I think that's what you meant to say, Jay. I mean, I don't think I've seen an action film that has more dialogue than action scenes. Or maybe it's just been a long time since I've seen an action film like this that might as well be called an inaction film, because most of the film is people sitting on their asses just blabbing. Blabbing their fucking mouths. Shut up. Show me some fucking action. And even when you get the action, it's not really anything that exciting. But at least if I had more of it, then I wouldn't have to be sitting here watching you fucking talk and talk. It's like you just don't get it. It's what brainless action movies. No, the original film has a lot of smarts. Has a lot going for it in terms of intelligent commentary. This just thinks if they just talk about things constantly, then people can view it as actually being smart and actually having some point. But most of it's just fucking pointless. Just like this movie, it's pointless. Nobody was asking for this as fans of the franchise and of the character. Especially not this kind of approach. Okay, dickhead. Peter Weller, I miss him so much. Like, Weller showed you that in order for this character to work on film, you have to have the right actor for the role. You can't put anyone in the suit and it'll work. Joel Kinnaman is not the right guy for the role. He doesn't have the right amount of talent to pull it off. He doesn't have the right amount of passion for it. He doesn't have the right amount of charisma. And he's not able to really showcase any difference between him being Alex Murphy and him being RoboCop. It's such a difficult role to pull off. And Weller made it look effortless because he was able to showcase all these different sides of the character. A lot of the time with very little to no dialogue when he was RoboCop. Totally stoned. Get it? That's the humor in this. He looks at a guy and analyzes him, and then it says totally stoned. What was this written by an 8-year-old? Here's the whole drug trade. Whole scene in a warehouse with drugs. Oh, where have I seen that before? So this is another instance where it's just like the 1987 film. The first big action sequence with RoboCop is him going in a warehouse shooting people. Goes to a drug warehouse. But this time it's nowhere near as badass. Driving around on a bike, just shooting pot shots at people. Plus, there's also no investment in this. Why should I even remotely care about him taking out Valium? Why should I give a fuck? The guy has nothing. There's nothing to the guy. The guy might as well be fucking air. And in RoboCop, you had not only one villain that was really good, but also two, because you had Dick Jones. So you had Clarence Boddicker, Dick Jones, and then you also had Clarence Boddicker's gang. Members of his gang had more charisma, more screen presence than Valet. And Michael Keaton's a great actor, but it's not doing much here. He's not able to add much to it either. I honestly kind of don't blame him. I blame the script more. He's got nothing to work with. Where Ronnie Cox had so much. And so did a lot of the other people in the cast. Miguel Ferrer as Bob Morton. And of course, you know, the actor that played Clarence Boddicker, Kurtwood Smith. Another one of these fucking scenes with the Novak element. Can I just go back to media break? Can we have that? I don't know why they didn't just do media break again. Why are we having this? This film's boring enough as it is, and now I'm stuck watching CNN or Fox News. I just want to change the channel and switch it to something else. I'd rather watch RoboCop 3. As bad as that is, I would rather watch that. I know I had a flub there. I had an issue with my mouth getting the right words to come out at the right time. But it's true. I'd rather watch RoboCop 3. At least I get the jetpack scene. I guess at least I get the scene where they quit. This film's so shitty, my cat is done. He leapt up off the bed right now and he was like, fuck this. Like, even the animals don't want to have anything to do with this movie. He just jumped off the bed and just got the fuck out of here. I wish I could do the same, Olympus. I do. I wish I could do the same. I got Fisher Stevens. Oh my god. Not Fisher Stevens. How is he going to star in Short Circuit 3 now? That goes direct to video. Why do you keep panning the camera? That's another thing with this direction. Just spinning the camera around for no reason. They're just talking to one another. Why are we spinning the camera around like it's on a fucking top? Abbie Cornish is not a bad actress, but she's just over emoting here. Crying crocodile tears, just hamming it up. I can't do this anymore, Alex. You have to see your son. I don't care. Emotional assessment. Can you assess my emotions? Probably assess a lot of different things. Anger, disgust. Yeah, emotionally distressed. That's me. Because I'm watching RoboCop. Yeah, because the human spirit, the soul, is stronger than the machine. They did all of that in the original film and did it better. With nowhere near as much dialogue. I don't want to see what happens. I just want this movie to be over. So I don't have to watch this shit anymore. So I can get on to doing something more productive and more satisfying with my life than torturing myself with this RoboCop. Stop looking around. What is it? All this shit. Again, we're showing him get blown up. How many more fucking times are we gonna show him get blown up by that car bomb? It doesn't matter how many times you show the car bomb. It's not going to make it any more impactful. Sorry. Especially compared to the original when Murphy got blown to pieces. Just on his knees screaming. Hand gets blown off. Shot full of lead. Gets half his fucking head blown out the back of his brain. This is just... Oh no! Boom! Oh, I'm gonna go out to the car and... Oh. I guess I'm dead now. Fuck. What was that? What was even the point of that scene? You've already seen numerous moments of him going to his... See, that's your moment. When he goes back to his house and revisits the scene of the crime. In the 1987 film, that moment was just so powerful. So strong with him walking around in the ruins of his past life. This was just forgettable. Now he's going for Valen. Feels like 2 hours have gone by, or 3. Just the pace in this film is just awful. It's putrid. Now he has an accent again? Yeah, RoboCop with an accent. That works great. Can you imagine that? If RoboCop would be like, dead or alive, you're coming with me. He'd be like, what the fuck? Or it'd be like a New Yorker accent. It's closer to what it is, like Fort Fairlane. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, move, you fucking creep. You'd be like, this is fucking stupid. What is this? I can't take this seriously. Is this a sketch on SNL? Forget about it, you fucking creep. We're the same idiots that wrote this movie? Sorry. Nuremberg. I appreciate everything that you did for the original, but whatever you did for this, it's just absolutely pathetic, man. I don't know if the pain in my head is from the headphones digging into my forehead. Well, actually, not really my forehead, because how do you wear headphones like that? But I don't know if the pain in my head is the headphones digging into the top of my head, or just pain from watching this movie. Now the lights are out. This is like the film's attempt to do something kind of stylish and new and different, but because of the way things are edited, because of all of the awful attempts at handling the action, it just comes across as jittery and seems like it's just a way to cover up the fact that the director doesn't know how to shoot action scenes. This is the kind of shit that somebody who doesn't know how to do action would do to cover up their inadequacies. And it doesn't help either that most of it's like flashing back and forth from black and white thermal footage to regular whatever thermal footage and quick cuts. This is just ugly to look at. It gives you a fucking headache. There's just too many things going on in this scene for it to really have that kind of visceral feeling that I think the director is intending it to. And there's like a massive body count in this scene too. All these people are getting shot the shit. But there's never a moment where your adrenaline is raised one iota. It might have helped too if you had a more engaging RoboCop. If you had a better actor. But even then, it wouldn't matter. And that was it. By the way, that was him taking out Valen. You know, the so-called... Yep, that's your main guy. The guy who killed him. Can you imagine if in the original 1987 film, if Boddicker died in such a wimpy, weak-ass, forgettable fashion? Critics would be like, what a letdown. But you know what? It's fitting for such a wimpy, weak-ass, forgettable villain that he died the same way that he lived. Bad cop RoboCop. God, that's such a bad line. Bad cop RoboCop. This is just a bad film. And a really bad RoboCop movie. It doesn't really at all capture the spirit of the original. Because you don't have the same fun blend and mix of dark comedy and satire and over-the-top action. Right. There's another... Yeah. Another... Oh, do you remember? Do you remember the original? He said that line. He said, thank you for your cooperation. Then you have this twist. They spent all this time with this twist, and I saw it coming. Most people would see this shit coming. Oh, the captain that betrayed him and set him up. It was better in the original when it was just a police captain. He was just a gruff police captain, Sergeant Reed. You didn't need to have this twist with the chief being in on it. Tip this thing right into the net? What net? I'm catching nothing with this. Except Robo-AIDS. Or Robo-COVID. Again with this? How many scenes are we going to have of Sam Jackson and his shitty wig? being the host of some shitty talk show that no one would be watching and no one wants to watch. Stop talking. I don't want to see any of this shit. This is like the worst attempt to bring politics into a new RoboCop. Because it's just so fucking tone deaf and lazy. This is just an excuse, just a setup so Murphy's wife can get kidnapped and so she can be a damsel in distress. That's another reason why I liked the fact that Alex's wife was no longer really that much of a part of the franchise at a certain point, because what would happen is that she would just ultimately become a cliched damsel in distress that RoboCop would have to save. And that's what happens in this film. I would say, like, one of the best examples that I can think of an attempt to do that was serviceable was RoboCop the series, where they did this thing where he never really told her who he was or his son, and he was a silent protector for them. To me, if you wanted to do that, fine. Take a page from RoboCop the series and do that story with a bigger budget and an R rating. But even if this film was rated R, it still would have been fucked. It still would have been foobarred. It still would have been awful. Because the script is mostly padding, dialogue, really bad, lazy attempts at political commentary, and awful action sequences. So even if it was rated R, it wouldn't have really made that much of a difference. You just would have had some scenes that would have had a little bit more blood and violence. That's about it. Because at its core, it still would have been a failure. And that's what would happen if it stood on its own. Okay, if I don't compare this to the 1987 film, it still would fail on its own merits. Because it's boring, it has nothing new to the table, and as an action film, it's atrocious. There isn't a single action scene in this movie that is exciting. It's a waste of talent, too. I mean, Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton, Abbie Cornish, Jackie Earle Haley. Again, I'm watching CNN. Fuck. Don't care. I don't want to watch CNN anymore. You're slow. I love... that's... It's so ironic coming for this movie. Complaining about somebody being slow. Oh my god, you guys are so slow. Yeah, really, RoboCop? You're gonna complain about people being slow. When your movie's about as well paced as a broken escalator or assembly line. Yeah, alright. Kidnap her. Let's kidnap the kid too. Just so we can get to the end of this. Fuck. Just like the writers and the director and everyone involved with this film is responsible for the death of the RoboCop franchise. Oh, it was going to... It made enough money for a sequel? No, it didn't. There's no sequel. And there never will be a sequel. And there won't be another RoboCop film. What about RoboCop Returns? Nope, didn't happen. Because this film fucking killed the franchise. It brought it back to life and then killed it for good. Oh, they'll do another one. I don't think they will. If anything, we might get a TV show. I'd prefer an animated movie with Peter Weller voicing the character again. An animated series, RoboCop vs. Terminator, with Weller voicing RoboCop and Schwarzenegger voicing the Terminator. That'd be awesome. Sorry, I'm talking about pretty much anything else because there's nothing to fucking really say. I've said it all. And there's nothing on the screen that's really interesting. Oh my god. That look on his face. What? Too late. You already damaged the legacy of Alex Murphy and RoboCop with this movie. The legacy was already damaged. It was already tarnished before this movie came out. And then you just gave it a crippling blow. For what reason? For what? You didn't make any money. You broke even. Barely, if even that. Make some political statement about control and drones and military involvement in other countries and all of that. Statements that have been made before in numerous other films and handled better. Fitting. It's a funeral. I've been watching a funeral this entire time for RoboCop. from my favorite fictional character. I've just been watching a fucking funeral. Everything that I know, I love, and I like about that character just straight up killed. Murdered. Cold blood. Oh, it's not attempted murder. They succeeded. It was a successful murder. There's no attempt here. He's dead. See, him riding around on a bike just makes him even more like Batman. Because, you know, Christopher Nolan's Batman spent all of his time riding around on a motorcycle. I thought it would have been cool to have seen him drive around another turbo cruiser. A little souped up, a little different, more futuristic design. Instead, it's just a bike. Just tasing people again. Really? All it takes for them to put their guns down is he tases one of them. What a bunch of bitches. They should just leave. They're useless anyway. Let me get this amazing action sequence with RoboCop just shooting these crappy CGI Ed 209s. So much more exciting, isn't it? I remember seeing reviews from some people saying, like, this is better than the original because RoboCop can run. Yeah, run away. Like a pussy, like he did in the beginning of the movie. No, he can run really fast. Oh, so then he's just like any other generic comic book character then. You know, what was unique and kind of cool about RoboCop in the original was that he was slow, but he was still able to kick a lot of ass. He was like a tank. This RoboCop is getting fucking busted up. Like his armor's made out of fucking plastic. Plexiglass or some shit. Weak. Robo-pussy over here. He lost his arm already. Where in the 1987 film, RoboCop was getting shot full of all kinds of lead, blown up with missiles and shit. Didn't lose an arm. Oh, but he did die, like, you know, he didn't die, but he did get hurt rather easily in RoboCop 3. Yeah, it's RoboCop 3. I don't even want to fucking count that. This is just more of the same shit for RoboCop 3. PG-13 and RoboCop getting his ass handed to him and losing his fucking arm, his hand. Here's the thing. They already established earlier that this is a character that was easily dispatched by RoboCop in another sequence. Why the hell would anyone think that he would be a match? Really? Here you get. Here's the red assets. Instead of Directive 4, it's the red asset. You know, he can't shoot red assets. Please do. So that's the worst thing. Oh, you should never think that in a RoboCop film. That the villain should just shoot him in the head, put him out of his misery. I wish they did that, you know? Just put him out of his misery for good after RoboCop 3 and the series and Prime Directives and all that other bullshit. But no, no. They're not going to let Murphy rest in peace. No, just bring him back for this. For this RoboCop. Yep. Yep, it's the same fucking thing as the original. Instead of Directive 4, it's the red asset. Or like red ass. As in red hemorrhoid. Can't even deliver that line right. Strained. Delivers that line like he's constipated. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Anticlimactic as fuck. Say whatever you want about the bad effects when Dick Jones falls out of the window. That had gravitas. That had a punch to it. He shoots him a bunch of times, falls out the window. This he just... Michael Keaton just sits there, talks. You can't do anything. You're a robot. And then he does it. He does something. He shoots him. He does the very thing that he says he can't do. It's just so perfect that this film ends this way. That it ends with a incredibly weak, forgettable climax. It's fitting, because the film is incredibly weak and forgettable as a whole. Now we're back to this. This ridiculous, silly shit. The fucking head with lungs and a fucking hand. Because it's supposed to be this big moment because he gets his old suit back. It's not triumphant at all. This is probably their setup for a sequel too. That never fucking happened. It never was going to happen. Just nobody wanted this remake. Nobody asked for this remake. And when it came out, nobody wanted to see it, for the most part. And when it was released on home video, nobody wanted to buy it. I guarantee there were probably copies of this film in landfills all over the globe because it's not wanted. It's considered to be garbage. It's considered to be disposable. Where do you think all those unsold copies went? Why is this movie still going? Now he's saying motherfucker. But it's gonna... Just like this movie is a huge heaping pile of horse shit. Honestly, I would have more respect for Neurmeyer and the other writer if they just came out publicly and apologized, or the... It's like, what we did was wrong. They'll never do that, though. Stop whining? Fuck you, Jose Quesadilla. Joshua Zetmer. And here's another song that's out of place. I Fought the Law, and the Law Won. This is a film about RoboCop, right? It's supposed to be a good guy who fought these bad guys, and he won. But at the end, it's this fucking song. I fought the law, and the law won. This is stupid. Mindless. No thought put into anything. Terrible. I fought the law and the law won. Fuck this movie. Just give me my fucking phone call so I can call the studio who made this piece of shit remake, MGM, Sony, and shove this film so far up their stupid wop asses they will be shitting pieces of the Blu-ray for weeks. Fuck RoboCop. Get this shit out of my face. This was Strike Entertainment production. Yeah. 3 strikes. Nuclear strike. You nuked the fucking franchise into oblivion. I mean, what else is there to say about RoboCop? Nothing about this film works. The additions that it tries to throw in there to make it more unique and make it different from the original are not handled in a way that makes any of it feel worthwhile. The emotional beats, they feel hollow, they feel manufactured, sappy, and are, for the most part, hard to take seriously. The film is chock full of way too many sequences of dialogue that go nowhere, feel like nothing but lazy exposition, or just really bad attempts to try to provide some kind of social commentary. This film doesn't really have much of a soul. It's about as robotic as the Ed 209s that you see in the film from time to time. The casting isn't bad when it comes to some of the cast. I mean, Jackie Haley's not a bad guy to play a bad guy. Michael Keaton's not a bad pick to play this film's version of Dick Jones. Gary Oldman, he's a good actor. Not a bad pick to play the scientist who creates RoboCop. But Joel Kinnaman, just an absolutely awful casting choice. Just a major whiff. It doesn't fit at all. Abbie Cornish, alright, she's okay, but not given a whole lot to work with. The guy who plays Valen, I don't even remember what his fucking name was. And even if there was a better actor, that would have been a complete misfire because of how poor the writing is for that character. Murphy's demise, his death, the thing that sets up him becoming RoboCop, that's also a total fail. Just some lame car bomb. And he doesn't even actually die. He just gets crippled. So when he becomes RoboCop, it's not one of those things where like, oh man, I feel so bad for him. No, you're like, actually, isn't that a good thing? Because now he can actually move and walk and have a better life, a better quality life, at least have more things that he can do versus things that he would be unable to do otherwise. Where in the original, Murphy was shot so much to shit that he died. There was no way to bring him back unless he was turned into a machine. And the action for an action movie was awful, full of too much quick cuts and really poor attempts to try to be a visionary with all these different camera angles that just felt like they were random and added nothing except a lot of headaches. It just made you even more irritated. The attempts at humor when they were there were awful, just bad, not funny. In comparison to the 1987 film or even the commercial parodies in RoboCop 2. And you have a climax that is the epitome of an anticlimax. Just an absolutely awful, atrocious, pathetic remake that didn't need to exist. The hundreds of millions of dollars that were spent on this movie could have been spent on something more worthwhile that actually had something to say, that actually had a point to anything. It's fitting that there's a song called If I Only Had a Heart in this, the Wizard of Oz song, because that's what this film lacked in a lot of ways. It lacked an actual heart, despite all of these moments where it's trying to be emotional. And it lacked sense. It lacked passion. It lacked care. It lacked love for RoboCop. And it didn't have enough. For the most part, it didn't have any. And as a result, it's RoboCop. Always and forever.